Live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center, the 2001 State High School Basketball Championships. Brought to you in part by Peru State College, Sprint, Doane College, E10 unleaded with ethanol, Nebraska's community colleges, State Farm Insurance, Southeast Community College, NC Plus Hybrids, Hastings College, and the Nebraska Abstinence Education Program.
Welcome to the Bob Devaney Sports Center for continued live coverage from 10-11 of the Boys State Basketball Tournament. Good afternoon, everyone. Scott Gilbert courtside along with play-by-play announcer John Bishop. We have 3 champions crowned already. We got 1 more to go. 3 more to go. But the one on tap is the Class D1 between Fall City Sacred Heart and Spencer Naper, the #1 seed.
And let's meet the Irish and the Pirates.
Welcome to the Bob Devaney Sports Center for the 2001 Class D1 Boys Basketball State Championship game. Today's game features the Spencer Naper Pirates. This is the Fall City Sacred Heart Irish. And now, let's meet the players and coaches in today's game. First, the non-starters for the visiting team, the Spencer Naper Pirates. Number 20, Derek Bentz. Number 24, Luke Rehigh. Number 32, Jesse Habronic. Number 34, Jason Connett. Number 42, Andy Hegberg. Number 44, Danny Ori. And number 54, Kurt Klein. And now, the non-starters for the home team, the Fall City Sacred Heart Irish. Number 10, Justin Bunderschmidt. Number 11, Josh Parker. Number 21, Ben Santo. Number 30, Josh Carpenter. Number 34, James Kirkendall. Number 35, Lucas Freschel. And number 44, Josh Raymer. And now, the starting lineup for the Spencer Naper Pirates. A 6'1" sophomore, number 3, John Connett. A 6-foot senior, number 4, Kyle Connett. A 6'3" junior, number 10, Lance Lesson. A 6'1" senior, number 12, Tony Betcher. And a 5'9" senior, number 22, Kyle Fletcher. Head coach for the Pirates is Jim Carlson, assisted by Ron Kopecky. And now, the starting lineup for the Fall City Sacred Heart Irish. A 6-foot senior, number 3, Roy Taft. A 6-foot junior, number 12, Tony Santo. A 6'1" sophomore, number 14, Matt Stell. A 6'2" sophomore, number 23, Shelby Jordan. And a 6-foot junior, number 24, Anthony Weaver. Head coach for the Irish is Doug Goltz, assisted by Matt Cumrow and Mark Junker. Today's game officials are Steve Farley and Randy Hagedorn. The bench official is Tom Walker. And now, gentlemen, let's play basketball.
The Irish of Fall City Sacred Heart riding a 17-game state tournament win streak. As you take a look, it's North versus South. Spencer Naper, the only undefeated team in this year's state tournament, 27-0 now. As you take a look at how these two teams got here, through the bracket, Spencer Naper with a 12-point win on day one, a 10-point win yesterday in day two. Falls City Sacred Heart, tough win over High Ennis yesterday, 68-63 in that game. Shelby Jordan, who moved to Falls City to live with family, nearly had a triple-double in the fourth quarter alone. He finished with a triple-double of 25 points, 12 rebounds, 10 steals. But in that fourth quarter, the decisive fourth quarter, 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 steals. A great, great athlete. He'll jump center for the Irish against Tony Betcher of the Pirates. We are underway. 17 wins in a row in the tournament. The last 5 times that they have been to the state tournament, they have won the title. 3-point shot right out of the hands, and look at Jordan getting up off the ground and tapping in the miss.
No accident there. He intended to do that, and that's why the guy's coming off a triple-double performance.
Pirates move it around. Cannot. Hanging shot in the lane. Tony Betcher, nicely done.
Trap coming up by Spencer Naper.
Into the front court come the Irish. Troy Taft, wrap-around pass. They go around the perimeter. Quickly, Jordan pulls up near the lane. Shots off the mark. Rebound to Lance Clausen. They outlet up the floor. Kyle Fletcher has it. Trapped near the sideline. Gets it away to Lance Clausen. Clausen back to Fletcher. Entry pass taken away by Matt Sells. And nearly got knocked out of bounds. Saves it into the hands of his teammate. And the Irish return the favor. Just underway, D1 state championship, Spencer Naper and Falls City Sacred Heart. Drive to the basket, Jordan cut off at the baseline, looks underneath. Nice recognition, the basket, the foul, and count it. Anthony Weaver goes to the line to try to add to the Irish lead.
Well, Weaver was waiting for the defense to swarm on top of him. It never happened, and then he finally juked him into drawing the foul and a chance to get the three-point play.
Weaver, 6-foot junior, averages 5 points, nearly 5 rebounds a game. And misses the first foul shot. 4-2 Irish. Just underway here at the Devaney Center. 3 champions in the books. No-look pass. And didn't go where it wanted to. Here comes Jordan down the lane. Goes flying near the crowd. Foul coming up on the Pirates. Let's see who they whistle. I think it's going to be, 22. Kyle Fletcher with the personal. And that's quickly the second team foul against the Pirates. That will send Jordan to the line. 6'2" sophomore. As we mentioned, from Chicago. Moved to Falls City last year to live with his uncle, and he has been embraced with open arms by the town and, of course, by the school.
Well, when you average nearly 19 points a game, I'll take you on my team.
Well, you know, you would think a big city boy from Chicago would not have a good time in a small town like Falls City, but he says he's having the time of his life.
Well, you mentioned his transfer, and he's essentially here for physical well-being and safety out of the inner city of Chicago, and just have to feel that much better about living in the heartland.
The story right out of the pages of a movie script as the first free throw from Lance Clausen swishes the net. Clausen, 6'3" junior, averages 13 points a game, has 20 points for the tournament. Now make that 21. And we have a 1-point game. Pressed by the Pirates into the front court. Jordan takes it all the way in. Nice bounce pass, but his teammate Weaver was going one way. The pass went the other. So fast on that recognition. So fast.
That's a good look up court. Breaks the press with no problem.
Ball fumbled at the sideline by Santo. Here's Matt Sells for Taft. Have to back it up. 3 on the way, and good. Matt Sells, the sophomore, with the tray. First three-pointer of the game, and the Irish lead 8-4. Kyle Fletcher to John Canott. Wanted to take the 3. Didn't look like he was walking a tightrope. At the baseline, nicely done, Kyle Canott.
Connick goes right around the defense using that baseline very well.
Connick's first 2. It's 8-6. Pirates up. Pirates down 2. Another 3 on the way. This time short by Santo. Outlet down the floor. Here comes Clausen. Layup. No good. Follow shot. No. And the rebound pulled out of there by Troy Taft.
Irish caught a break on that one.
Into the front court, Jordan. Head fakes the 3, looks baseline. At the line, and a huge rejection by Tony.
Oh, look at that.
Jordan gets it back and lays it up and in.
Caught Spencer Naper napping after that steal.
10-6. Entry in the low block. Tried the backdoor pass. Clausen, but had defenders in front of him. Troy Taft up in the front court. Shot on the way for 3 is good again. Matt Sells. His second three-pointer, and it's a 7-point Irish lead. Nearly lost out of bounds. Fletcher retrieves it. Long 3. Short. Rebound. Put back. No. Tapped out. Another shot. At the baseline, knocked out. And it will belong to the Pirates.
Well, Spencer Naper not really doing a bad job on defense. It's just that Fall City has come out on all cylinders right now. Draining back-to-back 3s.
Pirates down 7 and a foul. Weaver with the reach-in. That is, let's see, I believe the second foul. It is. Second foul on the Irish. Inbound situation. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Connick to Fletcher. Fletcher looks down low. Connick works hard, fade away. Tip, no. Still alive, kept alive by Betcher. Looks down low, Connick, and Jordan with the swat. But they get it back, put up is good by Betcher. Well, we've seen that already today. Someone gets a swat, but then somebody else is paying attention, and they still get the basket. So it looks pretty on the defensive highlights, but you still give up the points.
Shelby Jordan
trying everything, and he lost it out of bounds. They let him getting away right now with some very physical play here. Could have easily called a charge or a block here.
Right. That's what I thought it was initially. Did a good job early dribbling through the defense, but he would have been wiser to give it up early.
And so the Pirates will inbound, trailing by 5. 3:15 to play, first quarter. The D1 Championship, we welcome all of those of you watching across the state on Nebraska Public Television. The 91st Boys State Basketball Championships. A drive in, a kick out. Look for the open man, Connick, hanging in the lane, and he's fouled.
Connick does a good job of hanging there. Could have fired that ball up right away. Drew the defense and got the foul.
First foul on Troy Taft. And John Connick will go to the line, averages nearly 10 points and 3 rebounds, misses the first free throw. Still looking for his first point of the, I guess we could say now, the evening. We're just past 5 o'clock. Tony Santo now in for the Irish. We've had a couple of defensive games already on this championship Saturday. This one may have a more offensive tone. Tip in is good. John Connick, nice follow-up.
Perfect follow.
Under 3 minutes to play here in the opening period. 13-10 Irish. Pull-up jumper by Taft. Long. Rebound to Josh Raymer. Kicks it out for the open three, wide open three. And Matt Sells is 3 out of 4 from beyond the arc.
He's the main reason why the Irish have that 6-point lead.
Ball tipped away by Raymer. He's going to take it in himself. Layup good. And the Irish are up by 8.
Sloppy passing.
That's been the 4:55 left to play here in the opening period from the Bob Devaney Sports Center on a chilly day here in Lincoln. Fall City has started out 8 of 13 from the field. A lot of those, well, 3 of those are three-pointers, but the rest are all on breaks. And, of course, Anthony Jordan with a quick 5 points, but it's Matt Sells leading the way with 9. And for Spencer Naper right now, shooting 4 out of their first 11, but they've committed 5 turnovers. A lot of those forced. Spencer Naper trying to become the first undefeated state championship team since Tecumseh in 1997. A team led by...
You got it, Mr. Davison, the football player.
You weren't even here then, and you remember that. Of course, you mentioned Tecumseh anymore, and Matt Davison usually floats to the top of your brain. And a push foul.
Yeah, Matt Davison, pretty good football player, not a bad basketball player. Mr. Basketball for Nebraska. Little itty-bitty Tecumseh.
Josh Raymer with the foul, his first, team's 4th. Irish by 10 here. Closing moments of the first quarter of the D1 championship game. Lance Clausen goes across the floor to Fletcher. A look underneath, bodies collide, and the ball is taken away. The officials letting him get away with some bumping here early on. Shelby Jordan. In the front court. Looks inside, outside. Freschel now to Raymer. Irish taking their time on this possession. Taft pulls inside the paint. Brings it back out. They dish to the open man. Baseline jumper is up. It's good. Troy Taft. 9 of 14 now from the field. The Irish are singeing the twine.
They are on fire right now. That was a tough basket. They worked that ball around. Would have thought they got a higher percentage shot. That was a tough baseline jumper, but adds to the lead, makes it 12 now.
Fletcher stops at the baseline, brings it back out for Clausen. Hanging in the lane, nice recognition. Underneath, missed the layup. Ball swatted out of there by Freschel, and it still belongs to Spencer Naper. Just completely tanked the layup attempt there. But thankfully for Spencer Naper, Lucas Freschel swatted it hard and out of bounds. And with just under 15 seconds left, the Pirates will still have a shot here, playing for the last shot of the quarter, down by 12. In the lane, no. Rebound to Sells. 5 seconds left. They get it down quickly. Jordan up and good at the buzzer. And the Fall City Sacred Heart Irish take a 24-10 lead going into the second quarter.
The Irish have set the tempo, and it's fast. 24 points in the opening quarter alone. We didn't see that until late in the third quarter in our last game of the Class A championship.
Yeah, you're right. We've had 2 low-scoring games today. As we take a look at the last moments of the quarter, Shelby Jordan with 7 points in that first period. Taking a look back at what has happened earlier today to recap for those just joining us. Laurel Concord beats Elmwood Murdoch in Class C2 43-26. Matt Schrader with 17 points. Elmwood Murdoch held to just 24% from the field. That total combined score of 69 points is the lowest in a championship game since 1953. Also today in Class D2, Greeley 62, Ewing 56. Greeley wins their first ever state title. Luke Dutcher with 15 points to lead the Bulldogs. And the game most recently completed in Class A, East 36, Columbus 35. That's the lowest scoring Class A championship game since 1950. And I failed to mention this in our first session, but it keeps a streak alive for the city of Lincoln. It's now 11 years running in which at least one Lincoln boys or girls team has come away from Devaney with a state championship. That's the longest streak I can think of by any city. I guess Lincoln and Omaha would be the only ones that really have a shot at that kind of a streak, but that's the longest streak of its kind in state tournament history.
Well, Lincoln East definitely the surprise. One Lincoln team was expected to be here. It just wasn't the Spartans. They made the most of their visit.
Tony Betcher goes to the line after the foul. And misses the front end of the 1-and-1, or front end of 2. Lucas Freschel is back in for Doug Goltz. Led this team to a state championship 2 years ago. Second free throw is good. (24-11). Irish leading by a baker's dozen. Opening seconds of the second quarter. Freschel around to Sells. Irish taking their time, nearly poked away. Fletcher on the defense. Sells calling for the basketball. He says he's open for 3. Jordan will take the 3. Short. Rebound to Kana. Down the floor with a quick pass. Kana moves in, finds the cutter, hanging in the lane. Shot up, no. Rebound to Shelby Jordan. Irish return trip. Here he goes again. Sells for 3. Short. Only a second miss in 5 attempts. 24-11 Irish. 6:39 left first half. Pirates trying to become the undefeated state champion. In the lane, no. Gets it kicked back out to him. Lance Clausen.
That's why he followed the shot. Good fundamentals on that bucket.
And he had a little help from his teammates to keep it alive. Trapped in the corner. Now open again. Another 3. Another miss. Jordan, Freschel comes down with it. He's fouled and counted.
Banging the boards. The Irish with the advantage on the rebounding.
The foul goes on Clausen, his first. At the free throw line, Lucas Freschel averages 5 points, 3 rebounds a game. Has 4 today. That beats either of his 2 games from earlier this weekend. Misses the chance at a 3-point play. Irish will settle for the 13-point lead. Betcher, Clausen. Takes the 3, makes it. Lance Clausen, clutch 3-point shot there. And Spencer Naper cracks the ice here in the second quarter with a 3, 26-16. Down the floor, Sells short again. He's missed his last 4 field goal attempts.
But that time he followed his shot.
Yes.
So he's going to go to the charity stripe. Or no, they're not in the bonus. I'm sorry, he wasn't shooting. But he does draw the foul nonetheless.
The foul goes on Kyle Fletcher. His second. The 4th on Spencer Naper. Irish looking for the inbound. They'll go the long route. Sells. Has it taken away. Conant down the floor, but Sells, Taft gets it back. Down the floor, Jordan layup good. So that's called a makeup there. Troy Taft had it stripped away from him. He got it right back and set him up in the fast break, and on a block. Freschel with the huge swat, his second one.
Yeah, there's no tip in the ball so far. If you're going to block it, you better do it with authority.
And we've seen a lot of that today from many a million different players. 12-point Irish lead. 5:10 to play here in the first half. They swing it around, another long three. Offensive board, and the shot, he'll go to the line to shoot two. Betcher will shoot free throws. Foul is going to be on Anthony Weaver. That's his second, and the 16th foul against Falls City Sacred Heart. Tony Betcher at the line. 5 points this evening. Averages 12. Very balanced scoring up and down the Spencer Napier lineup. Kyle Connett, Lance Clausen, Tony Betcher, all averaging double figures in points. Part of the reason why they are undefeated. He makes them both. It's a 10-point game. 5 minutes to go in the first half. In the corner, Taft puts it back out, Sells, throws one up to the iron. That had no arc on it whatsoever. Falling to the ground is Fletcher. He keeps it alive. Great play by Kyle Fletcher. In the corner, skip pass across the floor. Nearly throws it away. A nice save by Betcher. A look underneath. Cannot. Oh, boy. Wow, you heard that one.
Where'd it come from?
Surprised his hand isn't bleeding after that.
He's flying around the court. I was watching him moments ago. He goes from one man to the next, just chasing that ball.
If there was any doubt that he got leather, all you have to do is listen. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the first half. Open, long, rebound to Connett. Then they turn it back over almost. Pirates might want to consider trying to not push it up so much. Right now, Sacred Heart is playing about a speed faster. Connett fouled by Jordan. That's his second. And the 17th foul against the Irish. Substitutions checking in. Jesse Havranek in for Spencer Napier, his first appearance. Kyle Connett. 1-1. Ten-point lead. Jordan into the front court. Quickly for Sacred Heart. Taft. Backs up for Weaver. I don't know if he was trying to pass or shoot when he first went up. I don't think he knew either.
No, he didn't.
There was another wild one they threw up to the boards. Drive at the baseline. Layup. No. Rebound. Tip try out of there. Who's going to have it? And Jordan's going to commit his third foul. That's a big, big call. That's his third. That may change the complexion of this game.
Yes, it's been very aggressive offensively and defensively. You take him out of the equation, and Irish will have to slow down.
Well, he got into foul trouble yesterday, but then came out in the fourth quarter and went gonzo. Traveling. And Jordan again in there on the assist. He will exit and probably not come back in the rest of this half. Tony Cento checks back in. You also get a peek at Doug Goltz, the head coach there on the sideline for Sacred Heart. They have a 10-point lead. They've led throughout. Open three. Taft doesn't take it. Drives in for a closer shot and connects.
Good head fake to get the open 12-footer.
Underneath, pass, layup, yes. Nice pass by Clausen. Loose, and let's see, they're going to say Sacred Heart keeps possession. Substitutions back in. Kyle Fletcher is returning for the Pirates. And coming off the Sacred Heart bench, Matt Sells. 2:27 left here in the first half. 10-point lead for Falls City Sacred Heart. 17-game state tournament win streak dating back to the early 80s. And a foul away from the arc as Fletcher was trying to keep pace with Sacred Heart. That's the 5th foul against the Pirates. And Lance Clausen returns. And that was a quick breather for Fletcher. Sells a look underneath for Freschel. Has his shot almost partially blocked by Hevronic, but he still was able to muscle it up and home. 12-point Irish lead. Tried to force it down low to Hevronic. And again, Sacred Heart is in the way. Wide open three. Rattles in and out. Offensive board. Freschel forces it up. No. Gets another try. And goes crashing to the floor. 3 bodies down.
Freschel's going to the line. I don't know how he came up with 2 offensive rebounds.
Hard work. Very hard work. Sacred Heart beating him on the boards, at least in that sequence. Though you look at the rebounds, Spencer Napier 21 rebounds to just 12, but it seems like all of Sacred Hearts are coming at better times.
Yeah,
and they're taking advantage. I mean, when they get an offensive board, they're putting it back up and they're getting baskets. Spencer Napier is not. Lucas Freschel at the foul line. First one is good. Jason Connaught into the game, 6'2" sophomore. 3 Connaughts on this team. John, Kyle, and Jason. Lucas Freschel with 8 points. Irish lead by 14, 1:40 to go, first half.
It's going to get tagged with the foul.
Sacred Heart foul number 35, Lucas Freschel. That's his first personal.
First foul on Freschel, 9th team foul on the Irish. So at the free throw line will be Jason Connaught, 6'2" sophomore, 5 points, 5 rebounds a game. Looking for his first point today. Rattles in and out. Sacred Heart trap. Drive, scoop, wait, foul.
Good job by Anthony Weaver, waiting for the defense to come back down.
Along with Scott Kilberry and Mike DiGiacomo, I'm John Bishop. We welcome those of you watching on KOLN, KGIN TV, Grand Island, Lincoln Grand Island, 1011. Welcome back to the state tournaments of high school basketball. The boys championships, Class D1 state championship game between Falls City Sacred Heart, wearing the home white trimmed in green, against undefeated Spencer Napier. 35-22, Falls City Sacred Heart make it 36-22 as both free throws are knocked down by Anthony Weaver. Final 30 seconds of the first half of action from the Devaney Center. Connaught in the corner, open three, airballed. And now the Irish can play for the last shot. This is Troy Taft, lost control of it, gets it back to Sells. 5 seconds left, in the lane, puts up the jumper, no. Offensive rebound, no. Rebound to Spencer Napier, and they won't be able to get off the last shot. It wouldn't have counted anyway. The Falls City Sacred Heart Irish explode in the second quarter. 36-22, they go to the halftime locker room. despite the fact that their best player was in foul trouble in the first half. But it didn't matter. Anthony Jordan was able to watch his team continue to build on the lead. Let's go down to Mike now.
We're here with Jim Carlson. Coach, you guys got down early, but you're still hanging in there a little bit. What do you have to do in the second half?
Probably not quite so intimidating. You know, they've been here before, and our kids a little bit, probably the finals. We're not execute. We need to just take care of the basketball a little bit.
Jordan for Fall City, you guys got him on the bench early or late in the first half. Got him into foul trouble. Does that help you guys out?
Well, it does a little bit, but we've got to stop the threes, too. They're just stroking thing. We knew that on the scouting report. We've got to take care of business.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Fall City, Sacred Heart, 22, and Spencer Naper, 36.
Welcome back. It's halftime here in the Class D1 State Championships. 36-22, the Irish of Fall City Sacred Heart leading the Pirates of Spencer Naper. He said this is the fourth game of 6 on tap. We already have 3 in the book. 3 new champions at that, John Bishop.
Earlier today in Class C2, it was Laurel Concord defeating Elmwood Murdoch in one of the lowest scoring finals in tournament history. Lowest scoring since 1953, but it still counts as a championship for Laurel Concord, who holds the Pirates of Elmwood Murdoch, or the Knights of Elmwood Murdoch, with just 24% from the field. Earlier today, Greeley over Ewing 62-56 to win their first Class D championship. Luke Dutcher leads Greeley scoring with 15 points, and Lincoln East keeps alive a streak of Lincoln schools, either boys or girls, winning a state basketball championship. The streak is now at 11 years in a row and counting, as Dwight Williams makes the highlight films with consecutive dunks in the third quarter, leads all scorers with 14 points. East wins their first state championship since '78 and their third in school history. And that's the first session. We've got 2 more games after this one, and right now it's the Irish of Fall City Sacred Heart 36, the Pirates of Spencer Naper 22.
Halftime of the Class D1 State Championship, Fall City Sacred Heart with a 14-point lead, 36-22 over Spencer Naper. Coming up after the game, we will get a closer look at the all-state team of Class D1 as voted on by the coaches throughout Nebraska.
Some fine athletes on that team, one of which is playing in this game, and the 10-11 viewers haven't had a chance to see him yet because he's been on the bench with 3 fouls. But Shelby Jordan, we're talking about, a Fall City Sacred Heart. But you can take a look at the others on the list. Ben Ideas of Lewiston, Kyle Campbell, Medicine Valley, Andy Kettleson of Osmond, and Marcus Gillespie of Shelby. And again, we'll get their profiles coming up after this Class D1 championship game and before the Class C1 title game. And of course, we've had already revealed some of the state tournament teams that have been voted on by the coaches. It's got to be tough, you know. You don't see, especially in Class C and D, where there's over 60 teams, when you combine them all together. It's kind of hard for the coaches to pick. They can basically only pick the ones that they've seen, and it's obvious that they don't see all of the teams. So it really turns into a contest, and if a guy can get enough votes to be on those all-state teams, it must mean that they're making an impact beyond just the coaches that have seen them in person.
Exactly, which makes it that much more incredible for Shelby Jordan, who's an underclassman at that, visiting, from Chicago and living now and going to school at Fall City Sacred Heart. Just a little time that he's been there has got a reputation.
Well, and of course his story has been well documented. It's been in the papers, it's been on television about how he has moved from Chicago to get away from the rigors of the roughness of inner city life, come here to move with his aunt and uncle, and it's turned out to be a benefit not only to him, but his family and the school. And he has done well so far with 9 points in the first half and some impressive looking moves out there on the floor as his team leads the Spencer Naper Pirates 36-22. The Irish on a 17-game tournament winning streak dating back to the early 80s. They have not lost a state tournament game in several attempts now. They've won the last 5 state championship tournaments that they have been in. Spencer Naper trying to become the only undefeated state championship team this year. They were the only ones undefeated coming into the tournament at 27-0. Well, right now, their backs are most definitely against the wall here as they have come out and have been held to just 22 points and they're down 14 here at halftime. The Class D1 State Championship halftime activities continue in just a moment. Back at the Devaney Center, halftime activities, Believers and Achievers being awarded at center court of this Class D1 State Championship game. Falls City Sacred Heart with the 14-point lead as we take a look at the first half statistics. And the field goal percentage has come down for Falls City Sacred Heart. They were up in the 60s, but they missed their last their last 6 3-point attempts, so that's percentage has come down just a little bit. But you take a look at the turnovers and the rebounds. Well, Spencer Napier is getting more rebounds. They're cleaning the glass, but Falls City Sacred Heart has only committed 3 turnovers, and their rebounds have seemed to come at better times. They seem to have an offensive rebounding advantage right now. Half their rebounds are offensive, and they've been putbacks. It's one thing to get an offensive rebound. It's another thing to get the offensive rebound and the putback, and they've done that so far this afternoon or this evening. Taking a look at individual numbers, Matt Sells with those 3 3-pointers in the first half with 9 points. Shelby Jordan, 9 points, but again, he was on the bench to end the first half of play with 3 fouls. For Spencer Napier, they're led by Lance Clausen and Tony Betcher, each with 7 points. 36-22, Falls City Sacred Heart leading Spencer Napier. It's halftime of the Class D1 State Championship game. We'll be back and hear from Doug Goltz, the head coach of Falls City, as well as get you started for the second half in just a little bit. Halftime in Class D1, Falls City Sacred Heart 36, Spencer Napier 22. As we get ready for the start of the second half, teams still not yet back out on the floor. They've just honored the Believers and Achievers, some of the great student athletes that are here in the state of Nebraska. It's one of the awards that the NSAA and their corporate sponsors, U.S. Bank, has been very, very high on. And it's been a great success so far, especially getting a chance to honor those who, and they don't necessarily have to be athletes. Many have been honored for their work in play production, music, and others, as well, of course, as in the classroom. I know Scott, when he was in high school, never had a chance to earn such awards. I know I finished runner-up a couple of times.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
We won the all-pun contest, you know, when we were in high school.
Right.
Anyway, 36-22 is our halftime score in Class D1, and really right now it's a game where Falls City Sacred Heart has controlled the tempo. And even though they might be losing in the rebounding category, they've been shooting better. They just seem like they're playing at a different level right now. We mentioned earlier in the game how it's almost as if they're a gear ahead of where Spencer Napier is. And right now, it's either up to Spencer Napier to find a way to force Falls City Sacred Heart to gear down, or they're going to have to match their tempo. And I just don't know, watching the first half and observing, if they're able to do that.
Well, especially when there's the likes of Shelby Jordan, the guy can run the floor, and he can also play a little defense. Watch as the ball goes down low. He has some hops. He comes out of nowhere. He's nowhere in the screen. And here he comes. Look at the block shot. Shelby Jordan. He has 9 points in the game. That's offensively, and makes his presence known defensively, but he was out of at least a half of the second quarter with foul trouble. A concern for the Irish. Something the Pirates might want to look into once he gets back into the ball game, maybe taking it to him.
And even so, he was out the last 3 minutes of the first half. It's not as if the Pirates really chipped into the lead. In fact, they fell behind a little bit more. I believe it was a 10-point game. At that point, it's now a 14-point game. So it's not just Jordan, but they're getting 3-point shooting out of Sells. They're getting some great guard play out of Taft, who has had a couple of steals in this game and has made an impact defensively. So it's been quite the team effort. And, you know, it's easy to focus on the one individual who has been the big star, but really this team has played very well together. And that's a credit to the coaching staff. Doug Goltz, who has not lost a state tournament game in his last 5 attempts, as he is going for yet another state championship. Let's go down now and talk to the head coach of Falls City Sacred Heart. He's with Mike DiGiacomo.
And, Coach, you got to be happy with the way things are going, at least on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, we were able to get that lead the first quarter, maintain it the second quarter, Our big concern right now is they're really beating us bad on the boards. They have 13 offensive rebounds. We have to do a better job of checking out, giving them too many second chances.
Jordan's got 3 fouls. What are you going to do with him in the second half?
Well, we'll start him again. You know, we did a pretty good job, I thought, of actually getting them in a little more foul trouble than we are right now. We just got to keep rotating our guys in, try to stay fresh, and play two more good quarters of basketball.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Thank you. And we'll be right back with more of the start of the second half coming up next.
You haven't missed a thing, we promise. We're just underway. The first 10 seconds of the quarter. Irish leading 36-22. Inside, outside, great pass, and the layup. Anthony Weaver gets the points.
Weaver, he's tough in there.
And this is the biggest lead of the game for Falls City Sacred Heart, now 16. John Conant, Lance Clausen, now Fletcher. Sacred Heart looks like they're out in zone defense here to start the second half. 3-point shot. Rebound to Santo.
Yeah, they came out with the 2-3, and they get a quick rebound. Maybe change some things around on the boards.
Outside, open 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound. There's an offensive board. Loose. Puts it up. Fouled. Well, you know, Doug Gold says they may be getting beat on the boards, but it just seems like they're getting those second chances. If they don't make the first, they're getting another opportunity, and they've made the most of it.
Yeah, they definitely converted more offensively, shooting 48% from the field.
So Anthony Weaver goes to the line. He has 7 points now. Jason Conant now in for the Pirates. As you take a good look there at Anthony Weaver. (40-22). Open 3, brought rain, nothing else. McConnett comes away with his own missed shot. Kicks it out. Tried the underhand dish, knocked away. They almost went directly to Matt Sells. Now Sells down the floor for Falls City. Free throw line jumper is good.
Sells did a good job. It was an even 2-on-2 break, but he had his defender backpedaling, makes the most of it from 10 feet away.
That's his 11th point of the game. It's a 20-point lead. High lob over everybody's head, and last touch by the Pirates.
Well, Sacred Heart coming out in that zone defense, and it disrupts Spencer Naper immediately. They're having a hard time getting the ball inside.
And Jim Carlson wants a 30-second timeout. This has been a frustrating start to what has turned into a frustrating game. 6 straight points to start the second half. The Pirates have not scored. And now they have seen a 14-point game turn into a 20-point game. And it's quickly getting out of hand.
Certainly is. 20 points, and we're just getting the third quarter started.
And we'll come back the other way. That's the 11th Spencer Naper turnover, by the way. To just 3 for Falls City Sacred Heart. Santo, Weaver, tipped around, finally brought down by Clausen, and the Pirates return the grip. Fletcher, and they'll back it out for Fletcher. Irish basketball. The field goal percentage is plummeting for Spencer Naper. Now 8 of 27, 29%. This has not been a good day for field goal shooting in general. Here's Jordan. For you on 10-11 watching, that's your first look at him in live action, and you can see why he's been a force.
5 of 8 from the field. He now has 10 points, 11 points.
44-22. Trying to pass around the zone, through the zone. Open 3 not taken. Conant, reach-in foul.
Oh, that's
Jordan, his fourth.
4th foul, so he might be sitting for the rest of this quarter.
But it really hasn't mattered.
No, you're right. I mean, especially when you have a 22-point cushion. And in that zone defense, the Pirates have to do something about it. Get a guy penetrating and slashing. Otherwise, there's nobody in the middle. Playing right in the hands of the Irish.
Now, the scoreboard has him listed as 3 fouls. They may have taken one away after analyzing the first half. So apparently he's got 3 fouls. And there's a putback. I could have swore he had 4.
I thought so, too.
Well, either way, Fall City Sacred Heart now has a 24-point lead. This game's getting out of hand in a quick time.
Well, the Pirates need to move on offense. There's too much standing around. Got to do some cutting.
3 bricks. Tip try, no. Rebound to Jordan. Irish lead by 24. Turning this game into a blowout. Free throw line jumper is too long. Spencer Napier wants to run. But Fall City Sacred Heart can get back quickly on defense, and they do. Lob inside, and there was nothing to do with that. Tony Betcher, and you can see the frustration on the faces of the Pirates right now. And a timeout taken by Fall City.
Which is actually good for Spencer Napier because
yes, it is.
They need to put an end to this run. They're leading by 24 points, the Irish are. And that's scary, almost as scary as that.
Okay, that's not attractive.
That was not good. I was afraid to look. I didn't want to know what it read.
Oh, a little popcorn at the old ball game today.
A little too much popcorn, you know. Oh, there you go. That's more. That's
the picture before was too much popcorn.
Yeah.
46-22.
This crowd is now somewhat subdued.
Oh yeah, this is a drastic change from the Class A game in which it was a fountain of noise.
Right, there weren't many points scored, but there wasn't much of a down moment in the entire ball game.
No, there wasn't. 46-22. Fresho goes baseline. Rebound to Conant. Up ahead for Fletcher. Back to Conant, takes the 3. Bricked out. But they get it back. 8 for 30 from the field.
Pirates haven't got an inside shot yet this half. 1
for 8 from 3-point range, and they threw that one away. Conant pointing at his teammate, saying, where were you? 2:48 left, third quarter. Fall City Sacred Heart is in complete control.
Well, St. Patrick's Day isn't for another 7 days, but the Irish eyes are looking upon Sacred Heart right now. They have a 24-point lead.
Well, obviously, St. Patrick's Day has come early. We get back to live action. 24-point lead for Sacred Heart. 2:48 left.
Spencer Napier in the pressure from full court.
Trap at half court. Nice pass, though, ahead to Weaver. And they break the 10-second count. Brushel. Wraparound pass, lost it out of bounds. Just the 4th turnover, though.
That's something else. It's a great idea. Anthony Weaver just didn't see it coming.
They've taken care of the basketball. In fact, the team with fewer turnovers has won each of our games today. And that pattern, it looks like it may continue here. That lead is in no jeopardy right now. But there's a three. Lance Clausen. And finally, Falls City Sacred Heart, or excuse me, Spencer Naper has scored in the second half. And that ball is taken away. Here's Knott. Well, that livens up the purple-clad crowd. Underneath. Oh, good, and a foul. And count it.
Santo. That's a good way to squelch the little fire that's beginning to spark there for Spencer Naper.
Lance Clausen with the foul, just the second team foul against the Pirates. Santo, 6-foot junior, averages 7 points, 3 rebounds, and he has 3 points this evening. And the lead is 22, 49 to 27. Minute 40 left, third quarter. Drive baseline. Somehow it got free. Shot rolls out. Rebound, Knott. That's no good. And an over the back call. And it's coming back the other way.
Well, the Pirates just not getting position there. Not many bodies, black jerseys inside the lane. Sacred Heart doing a good job of just blocking out any kind of interior pass. And when the ball's thrown up there, doing a good job of boxing out. Something that Coach Doug Golt said he wanted to do is get more rebounds. And if they can't get the rebound, they get position.
5-second count was on, and Anthony Weaver alertly calls a timeout. A minute 27 left here in the third quarter. Falls City Sacred Heart 49, Spencer Naper 27. Nachos and green. Color combination just doesn't look right for some reason. I don't know why. Did you take a look at the Falls City Sacred Heart huddle? The Irish, 17 wins in a row in this tournament. And you have to get out the old record book to look back to the last time that this team lost.
A lot to be said for tournament experience. They entered the tournament as the 6th seed and just have breezed right through.
They get it in. The last time they lost in the tournament was the first round in '82 to Nelson.
Oh,
since
boy.
then, they haven't lost. And that includes championships from '88 to '91 and then again in 1999. At the baseline, nobody home. Where was the defense there?
Boy, that Matador defense is what you call that. Let him go right by.
Olay. 51-27. 24-point lead. Foul on Anthony Weaver. That is his third. Team foul number 2 against the Irish. We're under a minute to go in the third quarter. Josh Carpenter into the game for the first time, 6'1" sophomore. Around the horn, open three. No. Rebound, Knott.
Yes. Job. Knott somehow kept that ball alive, got the rebound and the putback. Great effort.
That's his first two. 51-29. Stolen away, charge.
Yeah, the Pirates were going to get the ball no matter what. If they didn't get the charge, it was in the process of being stolen at the same time.
Third team foul against the Irish. But you're right, they would have got the ball back anyway. And now, with 32 seconds left, you hate to play for the last shot here because you're down so many, so you got to put up the three. No. Rebound, though. Clausen keeps it alive. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Fletcher looks underneath, and they threw it away.
That's unfortunate because
too hot to handle.
Yeah, Connaught was wide open. Sacred Heart gets the last shot under 15 seconds to go.
Up by 22. In the front court, all alone. Gets his miss. No. Rebound to Spencer Naper, but they won't be able to get the last shot off, or will they? Nope. Doesn't matter. It's no good. And we go to the fourth quarter. It's been all Fall City Sacred Heart. 51-29. The D1 state championship continues in a moment.
Live coverage of the 2001 State High School Basketball Finals is brought to you in part by Peru State College, small town atmosphere, big education, big opportunities. Peru State College, where learning lasts a lifetime. Sprint PCS, connecting their customers to the people they need, when and where they need them. Sprint PCS, the clear alternative to cellular. Doane College, Nebraska's first liberal arts college, offering undergraduate and graduate degrees at campuses in Crete and Lincoln. E10 unleaded with ethanol, a homegrown choice that helps Nebraska and its community. The theme of their campaign is Let's Get With It, Nebraska. E10 unleaded with ethanol. Choose your future at Nebraska's community colleges. Central, Metropolitan, Mid-Plains, Northeast, Southeast, or Western Nebraska community colleges.
The final quarter of the Class D1 State Championship. Spencer Naper is going to have to rally to overcome this 29-51 deficit.
Baseline jumper, offensive rebound, and Jason Conant. Second field goal. Shelby Jordan back in for the Irish. His team up 20. And a blocking foul on Conant as both he and Troy Taft go crashing to the hardwood. His second, team's fourth. Tried to go between defenders, knocked away. Up ahead it goes. Layup altered. Good defense by Matt Sells. He feeds underneath to Jordan. And ball last touched by Spencer Naper. Well, it's looking pretty bleak right now for Spencer Naper to finish the year undefeated. Into Santo. Ball goes down the floor. It will roll out of bounds and belong to the Pirates.
Well, there's still 7 minutes to play. They don't necessarily have to throw up every three-point attempt. Just get the ball inside for some shots. Bring up that field goal percentage.
From the corner, three is good. Lance Clausen.
But a three always helps.
Yes, it does. Could string together a few more, but right now you got to start with one. 51-34. Jordan backs up for Freschel. You always worry in a situation like this that you get going, and that ball was nearly thrown away. Fortunately for the Irish, it last touched off of, I believe it was Tony Betcher. But you always worry in this situation. You've got the big lead, and then you purposely try to take the air out of the ball, and it's at that moment that you'll lose a lot of momentum.
Right.
And that's when big comebacks can happen. Ball stolen away. Fletcher in, fouled. To the line he'll go. Who's it going to be on? If it's Jordan, it's number 4 for sure, but
yeah, not sure
it's going to be on Matt Sells. His first. So free throws for Kyle Fletcher, averaging 4 points and 2 rebounds. He has no points today. But before we get to the free throws, we will have a timeout. And the Irish call it. 6:32 left. Fall City Sacred Heart still comfortably ahead by 17.
Just over 6.5 minutes remaining in the Class D1 State Championship. And the Irish of Fall City Sacred Heart with a comfortable lead over Spencer Naper.
Pirates can score with the clock stopped. Kyle Fletcher. Still looking for his first point. Had 6 yesterday over Arapahoe, had 8 against Clay Center on Thursday. Makes the second 16-point lead. Sacred Heart has it. Matt Sells. And Sacred Heart is not going to be very quick about it. They'll take their time. Freschel nearly had a ricochet off his face. Poke from behind, foul on Connor. Had the right idea. I guess it's time, you know, if you're Spencer Napier, it's time to start considering the foul and at least send them to the foul line. They still have a couple more before that happens, but at least in the attempt, maybe try to get a steal.
Yeah, they have 16 points to make up here, so got to get them in a hurry.
The foul is just the first on Conant. Jordan. Taking their own sweet time. The championship is theirs if they can just hold on to the lead. Jordan in the lane. Wow.
Nice little scoop. So cutting in the lane, it was a nice read by his teammate to get him the ball.
I'd say he's fit in quite well at Falls City. Last touch by Spencer Napier. They say that Kyle Conant got his fingertips on it after he missed the runner. Lead is now 18. 5.5 to go. C1 championship. Columbus Lakeview. Wahoo Newman. Followed by Class B, Alliance and Beatrice. Behind the back pass. Nice pass by Fletcher. Conant with 2.
That was nice.
Lead is 16 again. Backcourt pressure. But the Irish break it. Hop, step, jump, score.
It's hard to defend. You don't know what he's going to do once he plants. Is he going to pass? Is he going to shoot?
17 points for Jordan. He's 8 of 12 from the field. In off the Pirate bench will be Tony Betcher. We're under 5 minutes to play. Time ticking away for Spencer Napier. Blocked, but a foul. I thought maybe Freschel got ball, but they're going to say it's his 3rd personal foul. And that'll mean free throws for Kyle Conant. Conant with just 2 points today. He averages 10. Six of 14 at the line, too. That hasn't helped their cause.
No, that's not good. 42% on 43% from the line. Ball City's at 73%.
Makes the second, 55-38. Lost it, got it back. Santo. And again, the Irish taking their time. Jordan between defenders, blocked by Betcher. But again, into the hands of somebody with a green jersey. And this time it's Matt Sells. And then Jordan gets the steal in the backcourt. How in the world did he end up with that? He's trapped and smartly throws it off a knee. Wow. Jordan, very heads-up basketball player.
That was heads up all the way.
And guess what, Class D1? He's been around for 2 more years.
Yeah, just a sophomore. Incredible.
And he says he's having a lot of fun, so, you know, I wouldn't necessarily look for him to move back to Chicago anytime soon. Though I bet there might be some people that would want to send him back there.
Yeah, sure.
just so they don't have to worry about him anymore. But I don't know if that's going to happen. We're under 4 minutes to play.
That defense stepping up for Spencer Napier. There it is, the steal.
Boston. Nice change of hands.
Very nice.
keeping it away from Jordan so he can get the layup. Down the floor, taken away again. That time, Sells tried to make something happen out of nothing.
A lot of control there.
Another pass again to Conant, and he scores, and it's a 15-point game. And they're going to have to take a timeout. 5-second count is on. Spencer Naper trying to show one last breath of life. They trail by 15 with 3 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Back after this. What? It's up north.
Welcome back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left in the Class D1 State Championship. Irish of Fall City Sacred Heart with a comfortable 15-point lead.
Again, 5-second count is on, and Kyle Fletcher making a menace of himself here lately. Irish just have one timeout left. Not that they're necessarily going to need it, but they don't have much more time left if they need to save themselves from getting a 5-second call. Sells throws it back out for Troy Taft.
They're going to challenge Spencer Naper to come it down.
3 minutes to go. I think you got to start fouling here. Jordan poked from behind, but they keep it going. Jordan, oh, look at that pass.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Matt Sells cashes in off another great pass from Shelby Jordan. $17-point lead. Fletcher for three. Fletcher again from three. It's not his shot.
No, not his day.
Well, he's not expected to score for this team. He averages 4 points. 2 minutes to go. Fall City Sacred Heart. About ready to rack up another state championship. It would be their 6th. And a foul. Fletcher reaching in. Minute 43 to go. Spencer Naper, just their 3rd qualification for state. First one since '93. Couple of seniors on this team, but many are juniors and sophomores, so they could be back. And if you're wondering, just to look at the annals of state championships, that 6th state championship would move Fall City Sacred Heart up into select territory. Just 8 other schools have won state championships 6 times or more. Fall City Sacred Heart would become the 9th team in that club with this victory today. Beatrice has a chance to make it 10 if they win later tonight in Class B. By the way, just for the record, the team with the most state championships is Lincoln High with 14. But they all came in the first 50 years of this tournament. They have not won a state title since 1959. Obviously, the most dominant team of the first half century. Lincoln Northeast, conversely, has won all 12 of theirs, which is 2nd most, all since 1949. Now we're in the 21st century, and it's all from if we start another half. Minute 40 to go. Sacred Heart doing a nice job of just playing keep away. Letting the clock run down. And they're starting to stand up across the way.
Spencer Naper's not going to foul. Doesn't look like it. There's only a minute left. They're not going to foul.
And there's the foul, but not until they burned almost a minute off the clock. Well, you knew it was over.
Sure.
Give credit to both teams. Falls City Sacred Heart could have just gone in and started playing showtime, and Spencer Naper could have just slowed things up. And now mass substitutions for the Pirates. Some new names in there. Kurt Klein, Luke Reha, Derek Bentz, Andy Hagberg, and Danny Ori, all in. At the free throw line, Anthony Weaver, 8 points. Misses the first free throw. Well, it will not be an undefeated season for the Pirates, but unfortunately their loss will come at the very end. Missed 3 from Reha. And Sacred Heart will run out the final 30 seconds. And Falls City is going to call timeout so they can get in their subs.
Point lead. Just over 30 seconds remaining in the Class D1 state championship.
Well, this is a school that's known for its football prowess, their basketball prowess. Girls basketball has performed well here. I mean, it's a very good athletic school.
You see the bench right there, that smiles on the faces starting to creep up. Whole new lineup is in there.
Justin Bonderschmidt, number 10. Josh Parker, number 11. Ben Santo, number 21. Josh Carpenter, number 30. James Kirkendall, number 34. New faces all the way around. 30 seconds left. On the break, layup, yes. Andy Hagberg makes it a 15-point game. Reha stepped on the sideline, 17 seconds left. Final 10 seconds. Two seconds left. Number 6 for Falls City Sacred Heart.
Irish eyes are smiling.
59-44, back with the medal presentations after this. Falls City Sacred Heart wins their 6th state championship in boys basketball, all of them since 1988. And they've also won a sportsmanship award. Now let's meet the state runners-up from Spencer Naper.
The Spencer Naper Pirates. Will the head coach and assistants step out toward the middle of the floor to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come out to receive your medal. Number 20, Derek Bentz. Number 24, Luke Reha. Number 32, Jesse Habronic. Number 34, Jason Conant. Number 42, Andy Hagberg. Number 44, Danny Uri. Number 54, Kurt Klein. Number 3, John Carnett. Number 4, Kyle Carnett. Number 10, Let's Klassen. Number 12, Tony Betcher. And number 22, Kyle Fletcher. All of you are now welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Spencer Napier High School, the Class D1 State runners-up. And now, to the champions. First, Coach Doug Goltz, we have a special award for you. And now, Coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. We'll introduce them one by one. Number 10, Justin Bunderschmidt. Number 11, Josh Barker. Number 21, Ben Santo. Number 30, Josh Carpenter. Number 34, James Kirkendall. Number 35, Lucas Breschel. Number 44, Josh Raymer. Number 3, Roy Tabb. Number 12, Tony Santo. Number 14, Matt Stell. Number 23, Shelby Jordan. And number 24, Anthony Weaver. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2001 Nebraska Class D1 High School Basketball Champion is Fall City Sacred Heart High School. Congratulations, players and coaches.
The 9th team in Nebraska high school basketball history to win at least 6 state championships, and they've all been within the last 13 years, so not a bad little streak. 59-44 the final score. As we get ready now, we'll head down courtside to Mike DiGiacomo, who's with Jim Carlson, head coach of the state runners-up.
Thanks a lot, John. Coach, it's a tough way for a lot of these guys to go out, but you had a great season.
Yeah, our season went really well. Like I said, we come down and play a little better defense second half. We get our shots fall the first half. Free throws, we're a little tight, didn't play very well, and they played very confident. And hats off to them. They're a good champion.
Like you were telling me at the end of the first half, they've been here a lot, and they've got a lot of big-time championship experience. Did that play a role coming down the stretch?
I think so a little bit, but I was real pleased with it. Our kids kept it a game and kept coming back. And like I said, we had a terrific season, and we finished second. We're pleased with that.
They came out pretty strong in the second half there. What did you tell them at halftime?
We wanted to get back in it. We said we're too much competitors. We weren't going to look at the scoreboard. I said, let's just play hard and do our best and see what happens.
Jordan, he was right on average today. Talk about him, how he played today.
He plays within himself. Some people say he tries to do too much. I've never seen it. I've watched him 3 or 4 times now, and he's just a good player, good kid on the court. He's a nice ball player.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach, and congratulations on your season.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a minute. John will have some stats for you.
D1 state finals in the books, and Fall City Sacred Heart has won the state championship 59-44. Let's take a look at those final numbers, and I'll read off the individual numbers for you. Shelby Jordan with 17 points to lead all scoring, 15 for Matt Sells. He had those big threes, 3 of them coming in the first half, that really helped put a spread into this game. And then for Spencer Naper, they were led by Lance Clausen with 15 points. And coming up next, Scott Kilberry will have an interview with the head coach, Doug Goltz, and the state champions from Sacred Heart High School.
Welcome back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. There's the final score for you, 59-44. A familiar scene, Fall City Sacred Heart winning yet another Class D1 state championship, their 6th title in all. Joining me now is Coach Doug Goltz. Now, you had made mention earlier that you didn't really even expect to be back here. You took a one-year hiatus last year, and here you are. Does it surprise you standing here today?
Well, I think if a year ago we would have said we were going to play in the state tournament next year, I think most people would have laughed. But you know, we just got a great group of kids. They work hard, they listen, they're unselfish. And as far as today's game, I just thought it was poise, confidence, and just a lot of heart. You know, that first quarter was big. It got us the momentum, and I think our kids kept their poise and did a great job after that quarter.
Now, you look at the seeding there, and Spencer Naper, the #1 seed, did you use that as some motivation for the team? Because he came out in control from the opening tip.
Well, we knew it was going to be a tough road all the way. You know, the first game we played against Omaha Nation, they were #2 in the state. We knew we'd have our hands full. We were picked to lose that game. We got that one. Then we had to beat the #3 seed or #2 seed in Hyannis. And then going in against Spencer, the #1 team in the state, undefeated, we just said we needed to go out and play our basketball. We didn't have to beat them for the whole year. We just had to beat them for 90 minutes, basically, and that's what we did. Our kids just came out with a lot of poise and confidence. I'm really proud of them.
You talk about coming out with poise and confidence. Looked like, I think it was a 14-point lead after the first quarter alone. You set the tempo from the get-go, something I imagine you wanted to do, and you did that.
Yeah, you really never know how you're going to react. We're a young team. We only have 1 senior. We really didn't have much coming back as far as starters. But I don't know, our kids, they really thrive up here at the state tournament. They've seen our girls play. We've had some success up here. And I thought we were relaxed the whole state tournament. They listen. They're just a great group, and they're unselfish. And when you have those things, you're going to have a good team. And we played good basketball this weekend. You know, that's when you want to play your best. We aim for the state tournament all year long. And we won our district. We got here, and then we performed at a high level here, so we're really happy.
You talked about the young guys on your team, a new addition to the squad, Shelby Jordan. You have to be happy with that addition.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're glad that Shelby's on our team. You know, whenever you can have a player that kind of talent on the floor, he can do so many things for us. But the thing about Shelby was that he just came in and he fit in. You know, our kids and him, they meshed from the get-go. You can see the way that we pass the ball to each other. He's a great passer. We just look to take what the defense gives us, and you know, I think that's what we did again today. It was pretty balanced at halftime. I don't know what the final score came out individually, but we spread the ball around, and again, we played good defense. I think that was key.
Congratulations to you, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll have a chance to meet the rest of the new D1 champions, Sacred Heart, coming up after this message. Welcome back to the Devaney Sports Center. A chance now to meet your new D1 champions, the Irish of Fall City Sacred Heart. Joining me now is Anthony Weaver. Now, you had made mention you were on the state team 2 years ago when you won it all. You were an underclassman then, so you just wanted to get back here that much more.
Yeah. I remember the guys getting interviewed, and I was thinking, well, man, that'd be awesome if I would be able to get in there and get interviewed, and here I am. So I'm glad we won, and it was a great feeling. It was a lot of fun playing with these guys. It was a good group of guys. They're mostly in my class, but the seniors and juniors and sophomores are all my friends. We just had a blast this year. Just came out, had fun, did what we had to do, and that was that, I guess.
And you did it. Spencer Naper actually had a rebounding edge there, and especially in the first half. But you guys came out, conscious effort to bang the boards, and you got in the mix of things as well.
Yeah, one of the things the coach said at the halftime was that we were getting killed on the boards, and we need to come out strong on that. So that's one of the things we concentrated on. And another thing was just coming out and being consistent because we had a pretty good lead. So we just wanted to, you know, keep attacking their press and just keep scoring and playing good defense. So I guess we did that, and we're champions.
Your sister also had a chance to be a champion last year, so you wanted to get back here just because of that, too.
Well, yeah. I wanted to live up to expectations, you know.
Sure.
My sister made it, so I figured I better make it, see what I can do.
All right. Well,
so I did.
We might just see you next year. Hold on tightly to that trophy. Let you get back to your team. Now we're going to go talk to Tony Santo, the junior, as well. A lot of underclassmen in this team, so you never know what's going to happen with these guys. Does this surprise you being so young, this squad?
No, not really, because we've been used to playing with each other all along, and when we had Shelby come in this summer, he kind of fit in and played with us all summer and just in the gym and worked hard. We just kind of gelled together. It took us a little while, though.
Coach said he would have been surprised to say at the beginning of the season that you guys would have been here in the state tournament.
Yeah.
Do you think that just surprised you that you guys made it this far and done this?
Yeah, right now, if you had said at the beginning when we were 0-2, if we would have been in the state tournament, I would have just laughed at you. But we worked hard, and we figured out what we had to do, and we got here. Now,
standing with you is Lucas Freschel. Now, your sister was standing up here last year. Gave you that much more motivation to get up here?
Yeah, she's a really good athlete. She taught me everything I know ever since we were kids playing basketball all the time, and she teaches me everything I know. I guess I learned it from her.
So you're like everybody else. You're younger. You guys can't wait to get back here next year.
Oh no, it's going to be a great experience. I know we're a young team. We're only losing one senior, and a great senior that is in Troy Taft. We'll have to battle back. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back.
Look forward to it. Congratulations to you guys. You guys get back to your team and meet members of the other team in Matt Sells. Once again, an underclassman at that, a sophomore. Matt, Sells is the name, but you sold it on these guys. You guys are state champions. Did this surprise you at all?
Well, I mean, after losing 3 good seniors off a team we won a state championship 2 years ago, we knew we had the tradition at Sacred Heart. We told ourselves we could do it. We worked real hard in the offseason. We just came out. This is where we wanted to be from the beginning, and we finally got here. It's unbelievable.
Congratulations to you, Matt Sells. Have a chance to look at Shelby Jordan up here real quickly. We're running out of time here. Shelby, just tell us, are you happy to be here? Are you happy to make the transition from Chicago? Any regrets, any whatsoever?
I ain't got no regrets. I feel good. You know?
Does it surprise you to be up here holding the hardware?
Yeah,